Hey bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we're making a super simple, clean and cool eucalyptus body balm. So this is fantastic as colder weather sets in and sort of cold and flu season starts to loom. It's mentholated, so it contains menthol courtesy of the peppermint essential oil to help clear the sinuses, and is quite lovely rubbed on a congested chest or sort of just huffed to help clear things up through here. It's also hydrating and cooling and really quite lovely. The base of this balm is a very simple blend of Candelilla wax and olive oil. Now, if you don't have olive oil, you can use any other liquid oil that has a fast or average absorption speed. So anything like sunflower oil, safflower oil, apricot kernel oil, sweet almond oil, or even canola oil will work. So don't get hung up on my choice of liquid oil. I chose Candelilla wax instead of beeswax because Candelilla wax is quite a hard wax. It's much harder than beeswax and produces thin, smooth, glassy balms, and that's the feeling I wanted here. I find that beeswax balms tend to be thicker, creamier, and richer. So they're great for sort of intense dry skin and sort of thicker salves, but I wanted something that would sort of glide onto sort of a congested chest and just have a nice smooth coating and a nice smooth feel. This stuff really couldn't be simpler to make. We're just going to melt the oil and wax together in a double boiler, remove them from the heat, let them cool a little bit, and then stir in our essential oils. That goes into a tin to set up, and that's seriously it. So it's really easy to make even if you are feeling sort of that awful head bog of a cold start to set in. You can whip a batch of this up to help see you through the next few days. So come on, let's get started. We'll kick things off nice and easy by adding 8 grams of Candelilla wax to our heat-resistant glass measuring cup. And then we've got 36 grams of olive oil. And you can use sort of the cheapest olive oil that you have. Pomace grade is fine. I would not use your finest salad olive oil for this. And now we're going to pop this measuring cup in a small saucepan that's got about 1 inch or 3 centimeters of water in it to create a water bath to melt everything together. So I'm going to go put this on the stovetop over medium heat for about half an hour until everything has melted through. So it's been about half an hour and everything has melted through, so we can remove the measuring cup of melted olive oil and Candelilla wax from our water bath and set our water bath aside. And now we're ready to add our essential oils. So here we have Eucalyptus Globulus, and you could also use Eucalyptus radiata. I wouldn't recommend lemon eucalyptus though, because it smells quite medicinal. It smells like bug spray, if we're being honest. And here we have some peppermint essential oil. So this one is a lovely, cool, tingly peppermint essential oil with a relatively high menthol concentration. If you want a stronger menthol sensation, more of that cooling sensation, you could add a couple menthol crystals to the oil mixture. Menthol crystals are oil soluble and they will dissolve into your melted oils. So I'm going to remove that from the dish towel and set it on the cool counter to help it cool down a little bit. This is still quite warm, and so I don't want to add the essential oils to it immediately. So I'm just going to stir it for a minute or so to help it cool down a bit. Okay, I can see that this is starting to get a bit of viscosity to it. So we're ready to add our essential oils. So we're going to add 25 drops of the eucalyptus. And 10 drops of peppermint. And with that stirred in, we're ready to hop into our tin. So this here is just a 2 ounce or 60 milliliter tin. And we'll just leave that to set up. And there you go. You just made yourself some cool and clear eucalyptus body balm. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and check the description box for the full written recipe, links to everything I used, and links to the recipe on my blog. See you next time.